Hello, welcome to the video Hibernate with Oracle Database. In this video, you will learn how to make Hibernate framework works with Oracle Database. You know, it is a little bit more complex than MySQL. So in this video tutorial, I'm using the following software programs: Java Development Kit (JDK), Eclipse IDE, Oracle Express HTTP Database Server, and Oracle SQL Developer. This is a tool to manage uh, Oracle database. So before following this video tutorial, make sure that you have these software programs installed on your computer. This is the Oracle SQL Developer tool that allows programmers and developers to manage Oracle database visually. It is written completely in Java. And now I will connect to the default database on Oracle Express server named XE here. Connect and provide the username and password. Default username system and password. Okay. Now I'm connected to this Oracle XE Express database server. Now let's create a new table. You see, this table as created when Oracle Express database server is installed. So I create a new table here. The name of the table is customer. The first column is ID, which is a primary key. Data type is number. And the second column is name. Data type varchar. Size is about, for example, 50 characters. Not null. And the third column is email. Data type varchar2. Size is 50 characters. Also not null. Okay. So the table customer got created here. You see. You can see it consists of 3 columns here. And now let's add a new constraint for the table. The primary key table constraint. Add primary key here. You see. And the primary key name is customer underscore PK. PK stands for primary key. Column for the column ID. Apply. Okay. The data in the table is empty, as you can see here. No rows. And this is Eclipse IDE. Now let's create a new Java project to use Hibernate framework to insert some data to the customer table. Create a new Maven project. Yeah. Skip archetype selection. Next. Enter the group ID is net.codejava. Artifact ID is, for example, Hibernate. Oracle. Test. Click finish, and the project is being created here. It is a Maven project. Change the JRE system to JDK8. JDK8 here. You can use later newer version of Java. Apply. Okay. Create a new Java package here. Package name net.code Java. Finish. And you know the first thing we need to specify is the JDBC driver for Oracle database. So in this Maven project, open the pom.xml file, and we add a dependency here. But for Oracle JDBC driver, it is not available on public repositories like Maven because Oracle has a strict license. So you must manually download Oracle JDBC driver from Oracle's website. Let me show you. Normally, we search dependency on Maven Central repository like this. Yeah. For example, search for the Oracle JDBC driver is JDBC. Here you can see it has JDBC 14 latest version. And you can copy this dependency for Apache Maven. Copy and paste into the pom.xml file here. Dependencies and save the files. And you will see Maven report a problem here. You can see Maven dependency problem, missing artifact com.oracle OJDBC 14. It's because due to Oracle restrict license. Any Oracle JDBC driver is not available on public repositories, so we must manually download the Oracle JDBC driver. So now let's download Oracle JDBC driver. Type this keyword. Click here. JDBC drivers Oracle. I'm using Oracle 18c. So I choose Oracle database 18c here. 18c. And download this JDBC 8 file here. And note that you must have an Oracle account to sign in to download. First, click the I accept the Oracle license agreement. Click download. And you have to sign in to Oracle using your account. So if you don't have Oracle account, you need to create an account first. Here I'm using my Oracle account. Sign in. And it will download the OJDBC driver here. Store it in a new folder. Oracle JDBC driver. Save. The download completed. And some in folder. Here, extract this archive. Extract here. And you see there are many jar files, but the only one we need is OJDBC 8.jar here. This is a primary JDBC driver for Oracle. Okay. So in Eclipse, you can either add Oracle JDBC driver via Maven pom.xml file or via the project properties Java build path here. For example, add external jars here and point to the jar file. Oh, JDBC 8. Okay. This is the first way. Cancel. And the second way is used to Maven. Here I show you how to use Maven to use Oracle JDBC driver, which he downloaded. Here you change the artifact ID to JDBC 8. Version is 1.0. 1.0. And use a system path to specify the path to the jar file, which is in the driver Oracle JDBC driver JDBC 8.jar. Let me check the Oracle JDBC driver JDBC 8 full JDBC 8 full. Okay, save the file. And to use this system path, we need to specify the scope of this dependency is system. And you see the errors have gone, and you can see it is added to Maven dependencies here. And because we used Hibernate, we need to specify dependency for Hibernate framework. Dependency group ID. org.hibernate artifact ID hibernate-core and version. Version is 5.3.11.final. This is the latest version of Hibernate framework as of now, and you will see Maven automatically downloads the required Java files for Hibernate framework here. You see very quickly. And next, we need to create a Java model class to map with the customer table in the database. So create a new Java class here, new class. Class name is customer. Finish. We use annotation entity from JPA API to specify that this here an entity maps to the database. The class name is the same name with the table, and we specify three fields: ID, name and email of the customer. Generate constructor from superclass. Okay, and generate constructor using fields for the field name and email, and generate getter and setters. String O. Okay, so we have the model class. Okay, this is very basic Java model class that uses JPA annotations to map with a table in the database. All the names of the fields should be the same as the column names in the database. Here you see ID, name, email. And for the primary column ID, we need to specify the annotation ID. And generated value strategy identity. Okay. And next, let's write a test program, a simple Java program, console program. Hibernate Oracle test. Check this option to generate the main method. Finish. Okay. In this project, I'm using programmatic configuration for Hibernate for simplicity. So first, create a new configuration object here. Configuration config equal new configuration, and set some database connection property. The first property is Hibernate dot connection dot driver underscore class. Copy paste. The value of the JDBC driver class Oracle is Oracle.jdbc dot Oracle driver, and the second property is the URL. The URL is JDBC colon Oracle colon teen colon @ localhost. I have Oracle Express database server running on the same machine. The port number is 1521 and the database name is XE. The third parameter is username system, and the fourth parameter is password. My password is named, and we need to specify Hibernate dialect for the database. Dialect for Oracle, we use a dialect class org.hibernate.dialect.oracle 8i dialect. Okay, this is database connection properties for Oracle database. And since we use model class with annotation, we specify here config add annotated class customer.class. And now from the configuration object, we can create a new session factory. Session factory equal config build session factory, and from the session factory we can open a session equal session factory open session. Import session, and from the session we can begin a transaction equal session begin transaction. Add import statement. Now we need to use here, because we use session from Hibernate, we need to import transaction from Hibernate, not from the API. Okay. And now from the session we can proceed the object session.set new customer. My name is Mama Ming. Okay. And commit the transaction. Commit. And then close the session. And finally close the session factory. Okay, that's very simple for a test program. We have an error here. Customer contractor name and email. Okay, name and email. sm@oracle.com, for example. Okay, now we can run this program. Run as a Java application. You see, we got error here. Could not execute statement. Cannot insert no. Cannot insert no into system. .customer.id. Terminate the program. We got this error because you see, because Oracle database doesn't support identity column. So this won't work with Oracle. The generated value with strategy identity. Here in the customer class, we use strategy identity here. This doesn't work with Oracle database because Oracle doesn't support identity on primary column. So there are two solutions for this problem. The first is using sequence. So we use a generation type dot sequence. Here, change the generation type to sequence to use a sequence in Oracle. Now run the program again. Hibernate Oracle test. And now we got another error. It says sequence does not exist. And you can see Hibernate issue a select query statement here. Select Hibernate underscore sequence dot next from viewer. That means we need to create a sequence named Hibernate underscore sequence in Oracle database. So go to Oracle database, Oracle SQL developer tool here, and we need to create a sequence named Hibernate underscore sequence here. You see underscore sequence C here, new sequence. The sequence name is sequence underscore, sorry, Hibernate underscore sequence. Start with 1, increment by 1, mean value is 1, and mass value, for example, 1 million. Okay. The sequence got created here. You see, Hibernate underscore sequence. And now we can run the test program again. You see, it has executed successfully without any error. Let's check in the database. Tables, customer. Click data here, and you see one row inserted here. Nam Amin, email namsm@oracle.com. So far so good, right? So with Oracle, you need to use a strategy sequence, and you need to create a sequence name Hibernate underscore sequence in the database. Yeah. And now let's modify the program to print the SQL statement. Specify additional property here to show the SQL statement. Hibernate show underscore SQL true. Run the program again with another name. For example, Ivan Miletic, for example, Ivan.com. Run the program again. You see now it prints SQL statement here. First, Hibernate need to know the value of the sequence, so it issue select Hibernate underscore sequence from next var here, and the second is actual insert statement, insert into customer table. Let's We check in the database table customer data. You see the second row got inserted here. So far so good. What if we want to use the sequence name different than the default name Hibernate underscore sequence here? We need to, in case we want to use different name. So you need to modify the module class, the generated value strategy here. Specify a custom generator. Generator name is, for example, then generator, and use annotation sequence generator. Sequence generator name is generator, and specify the sequence name here. Sequence name is our custom sequence name, for example, customer underscore sequence. Then in the database you need to create the corresponding sequence name here. New sequence customer underscore sequence. Start with 1, increment 1, mean value 1, mass value 1 million. Okay. The new sequence customer underscore sequence got created here, and now let's run our program again. Another customer, for example, David at oracle.com. Run the program. To save. We got error here. We got error unique constraint for the customer primary key because we use a new sequence which starts from 1. So, but in the database we already have a row with the ID 1. So it okay, you see in the table customer here data, it already has the ID 1, 2, but the new sequence created we specify it starts with 1, so it violates the primary column constraint. So we can modify this sequence. Start with, for example, start with 3. Okay. Yes. Now let's run the program again. And now successfully, and you see Hibernate select our custom sequence, customer underscore sequence here. So that was for the first solution using sequence only. This solution is suitable for new tables created for our project, but for old tables that use sequence and trigger to automatically insert values for the primary column, we need to use different strategy. We need to use a generic generator with strategy increment. Let me show you. For example, we have a table that uses sequence and trigger. For example, I create a new table here. The table is, for example, cell primary key column ID number and item matcha 2 size is 50, not no, and the third column is amount number, not no. Okay, to create a table cell, the table cell was created here. You see with 3 columns, ID, item, and amount. And on this table, we specify a constraint for the primary key column. Constraint add primary key. Primary key name is 0 underscore pk for the column ID. Apply. Okay. And create a new sequence for this table. New sequence. Cell underscore sequence is a sequence name. Start with 1, increment by 1, mean value 1, and max value 1 million. Okay. And back to the table. It's possible that trigger is used to automatically insert generate values for the primary column. For example, create a new trigger here. Create pk from the sequence you see here. Trigger name is cell underscore trigger. On the sequence name is cell trigger, cell sequence. On the column ID. Apply. Trigger created. Okay. And now let's go back to our project and create a new Java model class to map to the cell table in the database here. Class name is cell. Finish. The first field is ID. The second field is item. And the third field is float amount. For example, int amount. And we use an annotation entity to map this class to the table with the same name cell. Generate constructor and getter and setters. Okay. Generate constructor using fields and generate getter and setters. Select all. Okay. Reformat the code. Okay, we have a new Java model class for the cell table here. For the ID column, we need to use the ID annotation. And let's try to use a sequence generator here. Copy paste. The sequence name is cell underscore sequence. And now let's run test program to insert a new cell to the database. Session, save new cell. Item is iPhone 11. Price is 999. Okay, run the program. Hibernate Oracle test. Sorry, we also need to add annotated class for the cell class here. Terminate and run the program again. Okay, let's see. You see, it still works. Let's check in the database. Data iPhone 11. Go back to Eclipse IDE and you can see I must set that duplicate generator name generator. It's because in the cell table we specify use the same name generator as specified in the customer class here. If it doesn't work, you can use a strategy increment like this. So generate value generator is incrementer, and we need to use generic generator. Name is incrementer, and strategy is increment. Okay, let's modify and run the test program again. This we add another cell MacBook 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, run the program. And you see successfully, and now you can see Hibernate issue different select statement, select marks ID from the cell table, and then insert into the cell table. You see. Let's check the database. Refresh here, and you can see the second row inserted MacBook. So that's two solutions. The first one use sequence this suitable for new tables, and using the second solution uses sequence and trigger this compatible with all tables. So to summary, to use Oracle with Hibernate framework, note that the Oracle JDBC driver must be manually downloaded, and Oracle database doesn't support identity column, so we need to use sequence with two solutions. The first one use strategy sequence, and the second strategy is increment. The drawback of using Oracle with Hibernate framework is that Hibernate issues an extra select statement before insert to get the value of the generated value for the ID column. As you can see here, select and then insert. Okay, so that's for Hibernate with Oracle database. Thank you for watching.